I tried Factor for a week straight. Here's what I thought of it. So if you're short on time or you don't really like cooking, I mean, you can always go out to like a fast food place that's like on the healthier side. But I feel like these not only save you time on cooking, but it saves you time on thinking about what you're going to eat. You know, you don't have to leave your house, it's already in your fridge. This is like going to a restaurant, but it's in your fridge and it's ready for you. So you don't really have to think about what to eat. It's there whenever you're hungry. I actually personally really like cooking, but the real reason why I wanted to try these out was because I'm going to the gym a lot more. So I don't really have time to make like a protein pack, nutritious meal instead of reaching for like a protein bar. You know, it takes time to make these things. So I wanted to try these out to see if I could hit my protein goals and to see if it actually made a difference with me in the gym. So these were my post-workout meals. I only got enough for a week just because I wanted to try it out to see if it was worth it, if it actually tasted good. I will go through the process of ordering with you so you can see my screen and everything I did. I'll go over the ingredients, the taste, and also how I felt afterwards. If you do decide you want to try Factor because it sounds like it'll benefit your lifestyle, or just want to try the taste to see what it's all about, there is a link in the description below that you can click on and order through, and that will give you a pretty good discount that you wouldn't have gotten if you just ordered through the website yourself. So be sure to check that out. So when you're looking on your website and ordering, you get to see all the different pictures of all the foods. I did want to try a variety of different things just to test out little things here and there. Something that I wouldn't normally think was appetizing, I wanted to try to see if it actually was appetizing. First off, what's great about Factor is that their menu changes weekly. So it's not just like a couple options to choose from, like one vegetarian dish, one steak dish. Like there's a bunch of options to choose from, and they have a lot of different types of meals. So vegan, vegetarian, and also keto. You can check all of the ingredients and the nutrition information so it can really be tailored to your lifestyle. Like if you want to lose weight, if you want to bulk up, if you want something more protein packed or keto, you can check all that out before you order. So that way you can plan appropriately to your fitness goals or just to your lifestyle in general. However, if you're like the normal person and you have no idea what to try and what's best for you, and like maybe you're first starting into fitness, you're like, what should I get for weight loss? What should I get when I want to pack on some pounds? They actually have dietitians that will get on a free call with you and go over your goals and figure out what meals are best for you. So I thought that was really cool. Also, if you are tracking your food on apps, sometimes it's hard to get the exact measurements. You're thinking like, did I have a half a cup of spinach? Was it a quarter cup of beans? It's kind of hard to track. So Factor already has their meals inputted in apps like MyFitnessPal, Lose It, and Carb Manager. So that's really cool. You don't have to actually think about what you ate. You can just search the name of the meal in that app and then it'll track everything for you. So that is also really cool. I also did a little deeper dive on where their ingredients come from, because if they're a very good, healthy brand, you know they have to have good, clean ingredients. So that starts at the source. So they have a great relationship with their suppliers and they make sure that their chickens have clean, enriched environments, cage-free, which is awesome. And also, if they find out that any of their suppliers abuse any animals, they terminate the contract. So I thought that was super cool. Love that, because sometimes, you know, you don't really know where these ingredients are coming from. So for them to list that on their website, it made me feel a little bit better about ordering from them. I know that the animals are taken care of and it's good, clean sources of protein, rather than an animal that isn't in great living conditions. The stress really affects their body and then you're eating that. So that stress goes into your body and affects you too. A quick thing to note here, they don't recommend that you freeze the meals. They want everything fresh for you. So they recommend that you keep it in the fridge and then you eat it by the expiration dates. You could put it in the freezer, but it's better to just keep it fresh if you plan on just, you know, eating it every single day as your normal meals. There are 2 ways to heat up a meal. You can put it in the microwave or you can put it in the oven. I tried both. I think the oven is a little bit better. It makes it more fresh tasting. You know, the microwave isn't the best when you're heating up food. So the oven made it feel like I just made the meal, rather than the microwave tasted like I heated it up in a microwave. Also, I was a little confused at one little point in their website on how to like swap out the meals. I was like at a max of for my week, and then I was adding some more and I wanted to swap one out. So I went on their chat and I spoke to someone in less than a minute, which was amazing because usually it takes me forever to talk to someone. So their customer service was really great, walked me through everything, gave me suggestions, like pretty good customer service. Now let's go over the ordering so you can see everything and my experience. first, you'll pick what kind of plan you want. There are chef meals, which is like the standard that they pick for you, protein packed, keto, and then you'll get to see everything that's in that box they selected, and you'll see the entire menu as well, so you can add or you can take away from what they selected to your box. You can click on any of the meals and you can see more info about it, and then on the side you'll see everything in your box. And then you'll get to the add-ons. They have breakfast, shakes, so many different types of things that you can add onto your boxes. And then again, you can click onto the add-ons to see more ingredients and things like that. And finally, you'll confirm the order and it'll be shipped to you. This is when I first opened the box. It had some really great insulation and these giant ice packs to keep everything cool. Okay, so this is my first meal. I just did legs, so I want something with the most protein. 44 grams, wow, 46 grams. So this is the winner. It is a shredded chicken taco bowl with roasted corn salsa and cilantro lime sour cream. It has 46 grams of protein, 19 grams of fat, 42 grams of carbs, 0 added sugar. Perfect. Let's try it out. Usually I would love to heat it up in the oven, but I'm really hungry. I just worked out, so I think I'm gonna do the microwave method. And that is microwave on high for 2 minutes. Let's put some of this cream dressing on. Oh my gosh, this is so hard to open. That works. Okay, so the look of it like isn't professional, but it looks like something I would make at home. So let's go for the taste test. It's actually pretty good. The corn could be better, but the cream and the chicken and the rice, I think it's actually pretty good. It tastes like something that I would make at home. So I wanted to try something a little bit different than what I was used to, so I went with a vegan dish that they offer. This is actually a 3-bean vegan chili, and what was unique about it is that the instructions were you take off the lid and the wrapping, you take off this crema, which is tofu based, and then you add 2 ounces of water, so it kind of steamed everything a little bit more in the oven, so that was kind of unique. So this one is called the 3-bean vegan chili with cornbread casserole and tofu based cream. This is what it looks like when I plated it. This is the cornbread, and then this is the chili. So I'm gonna add this sauce right here. It's not the most appetizing looking, but it doesn't look that bad. It looks like it has some quinoa in here, so let's try it. Actually, it tastes pretty good. There's like a little bit of spice in there, and it tastes like I'm eating regular chili, not vegan chili. It almost tastes like I'm eating like a turkey chili. The quinoa doesn't taste like dry. It's actually pretty flavorful. And there's like a kick to it with some roasted tomatoes I'm tasting. So let me try the cornbread. The cornbread is good. It's more of like a corn flavor to it, if that makes sense. Because cornbread normally doesn't really taste like corn, but I'm tasting more of a corn. So I like typical cornbread when it just tastes like a sweet cake or more of like a bread rather than the corn aspect or the corn flavor to it. So if it was more of like a cake flavor, I think I would like a little bit more, but it's still pretty good. I don't know if it's just me, but this is a little spicy. Kind of like it. I just plated this from the oven. This is the 4-cheese tortellini and Italian sausage pizzaioli with sauteed kale and garlicky green beans. Okay, so this is kale and it has some sausage on it. This actually looks pretty decent. I don't know if the green beans go together. And I'm not a huge fan of pasta, but try to be healthy with the kale. So let's see how this tastes. The sausage goes really well with the ravioli. and it has a nice touch of the kale with it. I would make that again with the green beans. See if it's garlicky. Green beans could use a little bit more flavor, but the ravioli is really good with the kale. And it has kale, so I feel like I'm eating pretty healthy. It's cheesy too. Look at that. Oh yeah. Tomato basil chicken risotto. It's pretty good plated. That's really good. That's really good. Okay, time for the broccoli. It doesn't look like there's very much seasoning on the broccoli. Tastes like normal broccoli. So the broccoli, nothing special about it. The risotto and the chicken is very creamy, very flavorful. I taste the basil. Chicken is cooked pretty well. It goes very well with the risotto. The biggest con, I think, is that the meals don't look super appetizing. Like some did and some didn't. You know, it depends on the meals. Like the chicken ones looked really good. The chili one like didn't look that good, but it doesn't really matter to me because I'm just eating it. You know, I'm not pawning this off on like something I actually made. But if you are, maybe you're dating someone, you're making dinner and you know, you want it to look nice, maybe that's not like the best thing. Or if you're like serving your family and you want it to look really nice for your kids to eat because, you know, the food has to look good for them to want to eat it. Might not be the best for certain dishes. Some dishes will look really good, like I said, the chicken dishes, but it tasted good overall. So if you're not worried about how it looks, like it looks fine, but if you're not wanting it, like if you're wanting it to look super great and super fancy, this is more of like convenience, healthy food at your fingertips. It's not like, here is fancy meal shipped to your door for you to like share with friends and family of like a nighttime gather around the dinner table. This is something really healthy for you that you don't have to worry about, that you can have at any time. There were a few meals that I was just like a little bit more hungry afterwards. And then some meals I was like, this is so filling, but I wanted to finish it all. And I could have eaten like 75% of it. So it kind of depends on the meals that you get, whether you're super full or you're just gonna want like another meal. And it's totally fine if you wanna eat 2 meals at once, but you're probably gonna be really full after that. I tend to eat a lot, so I'm surprised that some meals may be like super, super full. I wasn't surprised that some meals I'm like satisfied, but I could maybe eat a little bit more if I wanted to, because I do eat a lot. Taste-wise, like I said before, the oven option was the best option. It is from 7 to 9 minutes, I believe. You put it in the oven at 375, and I always put it like a little bit longer, maybe like 10 minutes to make it sure that it's nice and hot all over. But it definitely beat the microwave, which was okay too, but the oven was preferable. And I think they actually tasted pretty good. More dishes were more flavorful than the other ones. The ones with the sauces though were the best ones. They have really great sauces. So anything that came with the sauce that you drizzled on, or like the chicken with the potatoes, I think it was like the Gouda one, that one was so good. It was like really creamy, and it didn't really taste like something that you heated up that someone made prior that's been sitting in your fridge, which I thought was really good. That's what I thought it was gonna taste like, but it tasted pretty fresh to me. Now, for my experience of working out and then eating these meals, I feel like I did get a really great amount of protein. Sometimes it's like 45 grams of protein in one meal, which is amazing, you know, rather than making a protein shake and getting like 25 grams of protein. This filled me up. It gave me all of like the good healthy vegetables and, you know, delicious sauces and good sources of protein, some lean protein, some heavier protein like steak. So I was really happy with it. I do like how I felt after eating it, after going to the gym, and I felt like I was getting a little bit more toned. I mean, I was working out a little bit more, but I really wanted to see how this supplemented my workout process, and I feel like it did a pretty good job. Remember, if you do want to order Factor, the link below will give you a really good discount rather than just going to the website itself. You'll get that nice discount, so make sure you check the link in the description below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you ever tried Factor and which meals were your favorite.